one's feeling a little bit shaky, I always think it's best to sit in the middle of the coach. Preferably facing the engine. A pot of tea for two, please.
Very good.
Oh, and just a minute. Will you please tell them to make it from this? I don't drink any other. And make absolutely sure that the water is really boiling. You understand? It's a little fad of mine. My dear father and mother, who I'm thankful to say are still alive and enjoying good health, invariably drink it. And so I followed their footsteps. Do you know 1 million Mexicans drink it? At least that's what it says on the packet.
It's very kind of you to help me like this. I don't think we've introduced ourselves. My name's Iris Henderson. I'm going home to be married.
Really? Oh, how very exciting. I do hope you'll be happy.
Thank you.
You'll have children, won't you? They make such a difference. I always think it's being with kiddies so much that's made me, if I may say so, young for my age. I'm a governess, you know. My name's Freud.
You said Freud?
No, not even the Freud.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
It rhymes with joy. Thank you. Please reserve 2 places for lunch, will you? That is, if you care to have it with me.
Of course.
There's nothing moved about it. Simply wasn't out, that's all. But for the umpire's blunder, he'd probably still be batting.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I'll show you. Look here. I saw the whole thing. Now then, there's Hammond. There's the bowler. There's the umpire.
Sugar?
2, please.
Dear me, there is no sugar.
Now, watch this very, very carefully, Colligan. Grimmett was bowling.
May I trouble you for the sugar, please?
What?
The sugar, please. Thank you so much. If I were you, I'd try and get a little sleep. It'll make you feel quite well again. There's a most intriguing acrostic in The Needlewoman. I'm going to try and unravel it before you wake up.
Reservations for lunch, please. Yes? Madame has booked for lunch.
Oh, I think my friend did. She's got the tickets. Have you seen my friend?
No?
My friend, where is she? La Signora Inglese, the English lady, where is she?
There has been no English lady here.
What?
There has been no English lady here.
There has. She sat there in the corner. You saw her. You spoke to her. She sat next to you. But it's ridiculous. She took me to the dining car and came back here with me.
You went and came back alone.
Maybe you don't understand. I mean the lady who looked after me when I was knocked out.
Ah, perhaps it make you forget, eh?
Well, I may be very dense, but if this is some sort of a joke, I'm afraid I don't see the point. steward, you served me tea just now.
Yes, madame.
Well, have you seen the lady? I was with the English lady.
But madame was alone.
Okay, Eugene. Pardon, madame, he make mistake.
Well, of course, he must remember the little English lady. She ordered the tea and paid for it.
No, it is you who pay.
Caproki.
Nagraditen.
You say to look at the bill. I will look, madame.
But she gave you a special packet of tea. You can't have forgotten that.
The tea was ours, madame. I received no packet.
But you did. I know what happened.
Pardon, madame, the bill. Tea for one.
But that's not right.
Perhaps madame would care to examine the bills herself.
No, I wouldn't. The whole thing's too absurd. Please, have you seen a lady pass the... Oh.
Well, if it isn't old Stinker. I thought you were going to be on this train. I'd have stayed another week in the hotel. Lady? No, why?
Doesn't matter. You probably wouldn't recognize one anyway.
Well, feeling queer. What's that pipe of yours, George? Why don't you throw your old socks away? Never mind. Thanks for the help, all the same. Oh, come on. Sit down. Take it easy. What's the trouble?
You must know something fell on my head.
When? Infancy?
At the station.
Oh, bad luck. Can I help?
Oh, only by going away.
No. My father always taught me never desert a lady in trouble. He even carried that as far as marrying mother.
I say, did you see a little lady last night in the hotel in tweeds?
I only saw one little lady. She was hardly in tweeds.
Yes, but she was in my compartment, and now I can't find her.
Well, she must be still on the train. We haven't stopped since we started.
Of course, she's still on the train. I know that.
All right. Nobody said she isn't.
Yes, but that's just what they are saying.
Who?
The rest of the people in the compartment and the stewards. They insist they never saw her.
All of them?
All of them.
You, saying you got a knock on the head?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. Do you talk the lingo?
No.
Oh, well, they probably thought you were trying to borrow some money. Come on, let's knock the idea out of their stupid heads. Most unfortunate remark, I beg your pardon.
That's one of them, the little dark man.
I say, excuse me, I think there's been a little misunderstanding. This young lady seems to have lost her friend.
Yes, I have heard. This gentleman has been explaining to me. Most interesting. And I think under the circumstances, we shall all introduce ourselves.
I am Italian citizen. My wife and child.
How do you do? Oh, bonny little chap. How old is he?
And 1934 class, sir. And the lady in the corner is the Baroness Atona.
Oh, yes, I met her husband. He presented prizes at the Folk Dance Festival. Minister of Propaganda.
And I am Dr. Egon Hartz of Prague. You may have heard of me.
Not the brain specialist.
Yes, the same.
Yes, you flew over to England the other day and operated on one of our cabinet ministers.
Oh, yes.
Tell me, did you find anything?
A slight cerebral contusion.
Oh, well, that's better than nothing.
But I am picking up a similar case at the next station, but so much more complicated. I shall operate at the National Hospital tonight. Among other things, a cranial fracture with compression. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, and wallop on the bean.
I suppose you haven't seen my friend.
Unfortunately, no.
I'll just take a word with the Baroness.
Apacare visne femona, Baroness?
Nigre, Femona.
Scusi, avete visto la signora?
No. Non l'ha vista.
What do they say?
Well, they both say they've never seen her.
But that's not true. She was sitting where you are.
Can you describe her?
Well, it's a bit difficult. You see, she was sort of middle-aged and ordinary.
Well, what was she wearing?
Tweeds, oatmeal flecked with brown, a three-quarter coat with patch pockets, a scarf, felt hat, brown shoes, a tassel shirt, and a small blue handkerchief in her breast pocket. I can't remember any more.
You couldn't have been paying attention. Now, listen. You both went along to tea.
Yes?
Well, surely you met somebody.
I suppose we did, but... Wait a moment, let me think. Oh, yes, there was an Englishman who passed the sugar.
Right, Schwan. Now, let's go along and dig him out.
Pardon, may I come with you? This is most interesting to me.
Well, we don't like people muscling in, but we'll make you a member.
Wait a moment, there was somebody else. As we passed this compartment, Miss Price tumbled in. There was a tall gentleman and a lady.
All right, now we're getting somewhere. If we can really find someone who saw, we'll have the place searched.
Can I be of any assistance?
That's the gentleman.
Well, do you happen to remember seeing this young lady pass the compartment with a little English woman?
I'm afraid not.
But you must have. She almost fell into your compartment. Surely you haven't forgotten. It's very important. Everybody's saying she wasn't on the train, but I know she is. And I'm going to find her even if I have to stop the train to do it.
It's a call. Look at Mrs. Charters. Can I come in? You know where that girl we saw at the hotel? She's back there kicking up a devil with us. Says she's lost her friend.
Well, she hasn't been in here, old man.
But the point is, she threatens to stop the train.
Oh, go on.
If we miss our connection at Bar, we'll never make Manchester in time.
Okay, this is serious.
Let's hide in here.
I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest recollection. You must be making a mistake.
Well, he obviously doesn't remember. Let's go and look for the other fellow.
Who are you talking to outside?
Oh, nobody. Just some people in the corridor arguing.
There he is. That's the man.
Oh, I say. I'm so sorry. I wonder if I can bother you. I wonder if you can help us.
How?
Well, I was having tea about an hour ago with an English lady. You saw her, didn't you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, definitely. I was talking to my friend, wasn't I?
Indubitably.
Yes, but you were sitting at the next table. She turned and borrowed the sugar. You must remember.
Oh, yes, I recall passing the sugar.
Well, then you saw her.
I repeat, we were deep in conversation. We were discussing cricket.
Well, I don't see how a thing like cricket can make you forget seeing people.
Oh, don't you? Well, if that's your attitude, obviously there's nothing more to be said. Come, Caldicott. Thing like cricket.
Wrong tactics. We should have told him we were looking for a lost cricket ball.
Yes, but he spoke to her. There must be some explanation.
There is. Please forgive me. I'm quite possibly wrong, but I have known cases where a sudden shock or blow has induced the most vivid impression.
I understand. You don't believe me?
Oh, it's not a question of belief. Even a simple concussion may have curious effects upon an imaginative person.
Yes, but I can remember every little detail. Her name, Miss Froy, everything.
So interesting. You know, if one had time, one could trace the cause of the hallucination.
Hallucination?
Oh, precisely. There is no Miss Froy. There never was a Miss Froy. Merely a vivid, subjective image.
But I met her last night at the hotel.
You thought you did.
Yes, but what about the name?
Oh, some past association, an advertisement, or a character in a novel, subconsciously remembered. No, there is no reason to be frightened if you're quiet and relaxed.
Thank you very much.
John, if you will excuse me, this is where my patient comes aboard. Excuse me. Most interesting.
Stopping?
This is the first stop, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Well, then Miss Fry must still be on the train. Look, you look out of this window and see if she gets off this side. I'll take the other.
Most interesting. What was she dressed in? Scotch tweeds, wasn't it?
Oatmeal tweeds.
Oh, I knew it had something to do with Freud.
Tranquil. Gentil, gentil. Trono calaro.
How long does it take to get a divorce? Eric.
I beg your pardon, I wasn't listening.
I said, how long does it take to get a divorce?
Oh, that depends. Why?
I was only wondering whether we could take our honeymoon next spring. I mean, the official one.
The difficulties are considerable. For one thing, the courts are very crowded just now. Although I suppose we barristers ought not to complain about that. As a matter of fact, with conditions as they are now, my chances of becoming a judge are very rosy. Now, that is, if nothing untoward occurs.
Such as you being mixed up in a divorce case yourself.
Yes, huh?
In that first careless rapture of yours, you said you didn't care what happened.
My dear, you must think of it from my point of view. The law, like Caesar's wife, must be above suspicion.
Even when the law spends 6 weeks with Caesar's wife?
Look here.
Now I know why you've been running around like a scared rabbit. Why you lied so deliberately a few minutes ago.
I lied?
Yes, to those people in the corridor. I heard every word you said.
It was merely that I didn't wish to be mixed up in any inquiry.
Inquiry? Just because a little woman can't be found.
That girl was making a fuss. If the woman had disappeared, and I'd admitted having seen her, we might become vital witnesses. My name might even appear in the papers, coupled with yours. A scandal like that might lead anywhere. Anywhere.
Yes. I suppose it might.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Well, the only thing that came out my side was 2 bits of orange peel in a paper bag.
I know there's a Miss Froy. She's as real as you are.
That's what you say, and you believe it, but there doesn't appear to be anybody else who's seen her.
I saw her.